Hello, my name is Stephanie J. Sanders. I am the CEO and founder of Cultivated Mind Enterprises LLC, where we inspire, cultivate, and educate those around us. We want you to be the person that you never had. All right, guys. So I'm going to get started. How I monetize the art of teaching. First and foremost, who am I and why should you listen? Well, again, I'm the founder and CEO of Cultivated Minds Enterprise LLC. I am a $100,000 cash flow club member of my econ. I'm also a financial strategist trainer. I'm a high school English teacher / personal finance teacher. And I have been awarded the honor of being the Teacher of the Year 2019. And all of this is the face of Stephanie J. Sanders, the brand, which is me. A little bit about my success. So I've income shifted $440 back into my paycheck. I've increased my credit score by 100 points. I paid off $100,000 of private student loan debt in under 5 years. I supplemented my income with a second source of income, and I've maximized my tax deductions and minimized my taxable income. And this is just a couple of proof. I have my receipts from my private loans. I have my information on my income shift, and I'm going to go over these in a little bit more detail. I have my checks from last year. I have my post that I made that I was super excited about December 31st because I made, it was a huge accomplishment that year. And I have my credit proof. Now, I did a survey. I surveyed over 100 teachers. And the question was, what are some financial challenges you face in the summer month? So the misconception about teachers in the summertime is that, we get 2 months off, right? But guys, I don't know if you know or understand that teachers don't get paid for those 2 months. Okay, we have the option of spreading our check across 12 months. Or if we're a 10-month teacher, we take out a little bit a month, basically, causing us to have a decrease in our check, because in North Carolina, we only get paid once a month. Okay. So we take out a little bit so we can cover the 2 months. So these are some results that I got from teachers explaining their financial challenges that they face in the summer months. So same as I face every month of the year, my county pays 10-month employees over 12 months. However, this shrinks my monthly take-home pay even more. Same during the school year, not enough money to even plan a vacation, do anything extra with my children. Budgeting in general for summer is tough. Often the power bill is higher. I would like to go to the beach, but I usually don't have the extra money. I work in the summer in order not to have financial problems. I cannot do things like other people, such as go on vacations and such, if I don't work extra. I never know if I had enough, and the last few weeks are scary. Vacation has to be kept small. With more time and energy, you want to go out and do more. Enough money to cover bills and groceries. Groceries is a problem. And guys, we're talking to teachers that's been teaching for at least 5 years. Okay, 5 years or more. So they're struggling in the summertime. They can barely buy groceries, right? All the bills go up because you're home more. During the year, you're at work. So then I asked the teachers, a general question: what are just some financial financial challenges that they just face in general, right? So these are just general challenges that they face. Paying for college for 2 kids, paying bills, especially student loans. I have to work a second job to make a paycheck last month, saving money on the side, getting paid once a month, salary, taking the Parsons exam. To further our credentials, we have to take extra exams, and that costs, guys. Getting teaching tools, the things I need for class without having to spend my own money for them. Guys, I don't know if you realize, but everything in a classroom comes from the teacher, in the teacher's pocket. The school doesn't provide things that a classroom teacher would need. All right. If you have an elementary scholar, all those things that they put up, the teachers do with their money. Middle school, I know my particular school, I pay for paper, right? So anything that I pass out, and I teach over 100 kids. So I pay for that. That comes out of my pocket. Anything that I get for the classroom, that comes from, the teacher themselves. So again, I surveyed a bunch of teachers and I wanted to know if they had a second job. So what you're looking at in the corner is 52% of the teachers, of the 80 teachers that I surveyed, have part-time jobs. And guys, I'm not talking about like they babysit on the side. I mean, they work a whole extra job. I run into teachers that are waitresses. I run into teachers that are cashiers. They have a full part-time job on the side in addition to teaching. This particular teacher, I've been teaching for 8 years, have an undergrad degree, a teaching license, an AIG certification, and I'm working on my master's. I live paycheck to paycheck. I know that when I complete my master's, I will not be compensated. I feel that I should be able to live as a single person without scraping and saving every month. So guys, this is a person that's been in the teaching realm for 8 years. And in North Carolina, we are not compensated for our master's degree. So you do all of this kind of for yourself, right? You're not getting paid for that. And when it concerns a master's, you guys know that it's nothing but loans. You don't get grants and things like you do in undergrad. I can't afford to take graduate level courses. That's how you move up in steps where I teach. The state favors city schools over rural schools when it comes to state funds. And I work in a rural county, and the school really needs more funds for building repairs and technology improvement. Also, our salaries are lower than surrounding counties. So this person has a problem with, the funds. So again, everything that comes in the classroom, if the county doesn't provide it, then they have to do it themselves. Buying curriculum materials, health insurance for my family, daycare costs. Teachers have lives too. So they have to pay for daycare in addition to all the supplies in a classroom. And these are the general challenges that they're facing. Here are some more. I'm not going to read it word for word, but not enough salary for a single parent. How can I afford to buy things for my classroom and afford rent? How can I ever afford to buy a home in a decent neighborhood? These are real concerns, guys, from real teachers. And this is the most recent one that I posted in my teachers group, surveying the teachers. How many teachers owed taxes this year? Now, we already don't get paid a lot. We can't write off. We don't have the educator's expense anymore. They took that away. So out of 578 comments, about 560 of those comments said that they owe taxes this year. 560 people that commented on this said, yes, I owe taxes. So not only are they getting pay cuts during the year, they can't, provide groceries for themselves in the summertime. Their bills are higher. They're struggling with just getting materials for their classroom. They actually owe the government. That's insane, guys. That is really insane. Here is the problem. We're not being compensated for our time. Teachers work long hours. We don't have a 9 to 5 job. We have a start to finish job, meaning we start in August, we finish in May. That's it. And all the hours in between. We are salaried. So we do not get paid hourly. So whatever our salary is, that's it. If you want to stay at work because you have to grade papers or because you chose to, run a club after school or the school has a play that you must go to, you are there, but you're not compensated for it. All the hard work that goes into lesson planning outside of being in school. We work on the weekends, guys. We work in the summertime. We work on breaks because we have to, but we're not compensated. 2, owing federal taxes. So not only do we, get paid less, we owe the government in the end. And no money for summer break, spring break, or winter break. Guys, in the state of North Carolina, we get paid once a month. And during winter break, we get paid about a week or two early so we can shop for Christmas. But that second week in December, second or third week in December that we get paid, we don't get another check until January 31st. So we literally go a month and a half stretching our checks. Can you imagine living off one check for a month and a half, and you have gas, you have groceries, all those things, but you have to stretch your check and make it happen. And these are the three problems that we are facing as educators. So here are my three solutions to those three problems. Earning money without getting a second job, without having to work at, the mall, or having to work anywhere else but our one full-time job, which is teaching, right? Next, maximizing tax deductions. We buy a lot. We provide a lot of things for the school, but we definitely can't write that off. So everything that we get for those students, we can't write those off on our taxes. Number 3, using your craft to your benefit. Teaching is an art. Everybody cannot teach. Okay? Everyone is not a teacher. Everyone is not a trainer. Okay? So the solution is to use the gift that you have, the craft that you have, to your benefit. Here are my objectives for this afternoon. I want to show you how to owe less in federal taxes or no taxes at all, or show you how to get a refund. 2, I want to show you how to eliminate debt faster, to have funds for the summer break, winter break, and the spring break. And 3, I want to show you how to use your gift, the art of teaching, to generate an additional stream of income. Okay, so those are my things that I want to share with you on this afternoon. So the 3 ways of monetizing the art of teaching. There are 3 ways, okay? And this is how I did it. So maximizing tax deductions and minimizing taxable income. So before, we got this educator expense of $250, but it has been taken away. First off, teachers spend way more than $250 on supplies during a year. In high school in particular, we go through a lot of pens. Okay, a lot of pens. Why? Because students don't bring pens to school. Students don't bring paper to school sometimes. So who provides that? The teacher. Where does the teacher get that money from? From their pocket. Okay? So the educator spend of $250 is gone away. But I'm able to write off my phone bill, my internet, my rent, my school supplies, all of my donations, my miles, my printer ink, and my paper. Okay? I was able to write off all of these things. And here is some proof of what I'm talking about. How to maximize your tax deductions and minimize your taxable income. So this is my 1040 for 2017. As you can see, single, and I can only claim myself. Why? Because I have no children. Okay, so I don't get that extra child tax credit. I don't get that. Okay, I'm single with no children. But as you can see, as it pertains to my income, I made $46,000. Let's subtract the $7,999. Why let's subtract it? Because I have a business, guys. I have a business. And when it comes to a business, you're able to write off up to 475 different things. So I was able to write off about $8,000 from what I made, right? So it brought my taxable income down to $3,800. Excuse me, $38,000. So from 46 to 38. All right. But here is the beauty, guys. So what I made was brought down by my business deductions. So my 38,000 was brought down by my standard deduction of $6,300. And I get one exemption because it's only me. So it brought my taxable income down to $27,905. So on paper, I made $27,905. Now, guys, get this. The standard deductions for single people has gone up to $12,200. So imagine if I had the $12,200 on this 38, that would have brought it down even more. And because I was able to bring down my taxable income, I was able to pay less in taxes. And guess what, guys? The government owed me $6 because my business allowed me to deduct the amount from the income I made off of my job. So I'm bringing down my taxes. I'm bringing down my taxable income to the point where the government owed me, right? You saw all those people that, that owed taxes. Well, I wasn't one of them. Why? Because I'm able to bring down my taxable income. And guys, if you bring your taxable income down low enough, you don't pay any taxes. Okay? I don't know if you guys know that. Number 2 on how I was able to monetize the art of teaching, keeping more of my paycheck. So correcting my tax withholdings on my W-4 form. I can't stress this enough. Your W-4 form will help you, okay? You must do it correctly. I'm not telling you to evade taxes. I'm telling you to pay your taxes, but I want you to pay the right amount of taxes. I don't want you overpaying the government just for a refund check. That is called a forced savings. Imagine if you had that $2,000 that you get in February right now, how much you can pay off with that. And guys, to let you know, the rules have changed. Situations have changed. 16 and older equals the child tax credit. Excuse me, 16 and younger is the child tax credit. So if you have a 17 or older on your W-4 form, you need to change that because they classify as an other dependent. You don't want to pay too little taxes because then you owe the government so much more. So make sure that you correct your withholdings. And head of household, just to let you know, in order to be head of household, you must be single with no children. I mean, single with children. I have to change that. It's single with children. You have to be unmarried and have a dependent to be head of household. Okay? Unmarried, which means not married. You can't be married and be considered head of household. Okay? Please understand that because these little things are what affect your W-4. And this is what affects you paying more in taxes. All right? And we don't want to do that. We want to keep more of our money in our pocket so we can do what we need to do. So this was 2 years ago. All right? So my federal withholdings, they was taking out almost $600 out of my check. $600. We already don't get paid that much. They were taking $600 out of my check. And when I income shifted and I corrected my forms, they went from $600 to $178. So I income shifted $440 back into my check, guys. $440. That stuff adds up. You can pay a bill or two with $440. All right? And number 3, I was able to generate a second stream of income by switching my audience. I teach 9th through 12th grade on a daily basis. So by me switching my audience to adults, I was able to generate another stream of income without having a second job. I didn't have to go there and get a second job, which means if you have a second job, you're paying more in taxes. Okay, you're paying more in taxes. And why would you want to pay more in taxes when you don't have to? I've gained an economy proof, president proof source of income, which means no matter who's in office, no matter what the economy is doing around me, my income is secure. It's a skills we possess that make sure that our source of income is secure. And I follow proven income shifting strategies with unlimited training. I am a student. I am a forever student. Okay. A lifetime learner. And learning these strategies allowed me to do the things that you see. It allowed me to monetize my particular skill, which is teaching, and generate income. So guys, as teachers, we get paid once a month. With what I do with my business, I get paid weekly. Weekly. So imagine if, in addition to your check, you're able to generate another $500 to $1,000, $2,000 because of something that you already do. Okay? You already teach. You already know how to teach. You're just shifting your audience to adults. You're learning information that's going to help you and it's going to help someone else. So in conclusion, I maximize my taxable income by maximizing my tax deductions. So I owed less in taxes. I have more money during the year to lower my debt faster. So I have more money for spring break, winter break, and summer break. So I'm not stressing during those times. Why? Because I get paid weekly. I get a check. So I'm not waiting for that one check a month. And 3, I use my gifts for teaching to generate an additional stream of income. I use my gift, the thing that I was blessed with, which is teaching. And many of you teachers are blessed with the art of teaching. But now it's time to monetize it. It's time to shift gears because I love teaching. You can ask my students, you can ask my colleagues. I love teaching. So I don't want to stop doing that. But a lot of teachers quit the teaching profession because of the money. They're not able to support themselves. And we lose a lot of great teachers that way. Now you don't have to. You don't have to do that. So how do you get access to this strategy? Well, I have a question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being extremely interested, are you at least an 8 or above when it comes to moving forward and monetizing the art of teaching? If you are, put the number 8 or above in the comments below. Put your number 8 or above in the comments below. If you're a 7 or below, that's fine too. I'm here if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. But if you're a 7 or below, this is where this presentation ends for you. Okay, I wish you a great day. I hope you have learned something because guess what, guys? You cannot unlearn what I just showed you. You cannot throw away this information. It is a fact that you do not have to be underpaid and overworked anymore. You can use your skill and still do your passion of teaching and be compensated for the same skills, just at a different arena. But if you are an 8 or above, put your 8 in the comments for me. Put your 8 in the comments for me if you are an 8 or above. And now I can show you how to get access to this amazing strategy that taught me how to monetize what I already do. So right now I'm giving away a teacher's discount. And with this discount, it is $20 for the membership and $35 a month. Now, what I didn't mention is how to get the credit repair information. Because as you can see with my proof, that my credit has increased. I have investments that I didn't put on this presentation, but I have investments now. And I've learned all of this. Unlimited coaching, leadership, mentorship, and more. Income shifting methods, debt elimination software and education, proven and duplicatable strategies. Proven and duplicatable strategies. We give you the step-by-step program. Step-by-step program on how to do what I did. A potential raise on your job, record keeping software and strategies, qualify as a sole proprietor. That way you can take advantage of the tax laws, right? Use them to your advantage. Because as teachers, we need all the breaks that we can get and the ability to make residual income. Residual income, meaning no matter who sits in office or what principal you have or what county you're with, what supplement that they do or do not give you, you are paid and compensated residually, meaning every single month. And did I mention we get paid weekly? I think I mentioned that. I'm going to mention it again. We get paid weekly. Okay. So if you're interested and you want to access this strategy for yourself, make sure you go to investnow.myecon.net, hit join now, and get started. As soon as it goes through, I will contact you. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, please hit me in my inbox. I'm going to read the comments after this. Make sure you put the comments inside of on this post so I can go back and get with you. But I definitely appreciate you guys taking time out to listen to how I monetize the art of teaching and how you can too. I look forward to working with you. Here is my contact information. You can hit me up on Instagram, The Smart Millennial and Stephanie Janae. On Facebook, where we are, I have a page called Cultivated Minds, so you can hit @Time Wealth. And I'm on YouTube. Guys, I am all over trying to teach everyone about how this works and how you can benefit from it. So definitely check me out. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have, again, any questions, comments, or concern, feel free to hit me up.